Have I ever considered getting a Womble VTuber avatar? No. But it is interesting to watch, as in the whole VTuber thing. Seeing people push the concept of what you can do, as I keep saying with it. Lots of guys pretending to be girls. Is it though, Piglet? I mean, I've seen just lots of just normal ladies with... If anything, I don't know this for sure, of course, but I wonder if it perhaps makes them feel a bit more confident. The fact that they're not on screen all the time. The fact that they do have an avatar that they can effectively... You know, who wants the fucking eyes of thousands of people staring at you, and particularly if you're a lady on the internet, it's probably quite unnerving. It's a confidence thing for some of them, says Snails. Like, the HoloLive girls are actually under contract. Yeah, that's one element. That whole thing I don't really understand, Snails. Mainly because I haven't really been looking into it too much. Is that like a music thing? Like a project that's been launched? As in, like, a company says, hey, we're going to put together a bunch of people and then put them in front of the cameras? Or are they separate creators that have built their audiences, separately? Maga says, companies HoloLive, but they're independents. Then you've got the latter problem, haven't you? Audiences that have been built separately might not even have overlap. You get a group of people together that are scouted by a talent agency and you put them together. That's a lot of variables there insofar as different senses of humor, different ways that people interact with each other. Yeah, that is another element, isn't it? Thinking about it. Again, forgive me if I'm speaking on topics that I do not really understand, because you guys might have to explain this to me because I don't really follow it. But one of the major elements of this sort of thing, one of the major advantages of having smaller independent people, even if they're working under the umbrella of a big company that serves as like the server hub or whatever, basically individual streamers, is that there's an element of authenticity to it, isn't there? You're not speaking to person recruited by X company to do a job. Whoops. You're speaking to, like, Craig, who is playing whatever, you know. So, is that element lost when you've got VTubers? Is it like... I don't want to use the word untrustworthy, but is there a lack of authenticity, is what I'm asking. It's playing a character, says Zora. Oh, they're playing characters. They're playing characters? A lot of them are. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, sorry. Okay, I'm way off then, sorry. Ignore everything I just said about authenticity. If it's, if a lot of it involves playing a character, then that's not the goal. That's not even close to the goal. It's not the intention of, it's not the buy-in to begin with. I'm now feeling a bit not very confident in describing it, sorry. I was about to say, it's a live streamer who uses a virtual avatar in the place of a face cam. But it's possible that it involves an element of roleplay and playing a character, or at least for some of them, that I wasn't aware of. Ooh, sorry, next question. I'm down a rabbit hole. So these VTubers, right? Are they like, because you know how some of the avatars are like snake women and shit? Are they like animals?
That's the wonderful part about being a VTuber. You can just decide your own law and you can just write whatever the fuck you want in there. It's great.
Is that not is that not weird though? I get the whole get the aesthetic thing, like it's kind of cool to like have a like you as a character, right? But is that lore thing, as in here's the backstory? Is that not kind of weird?
Not really. I mean, imagine it like playing a D&D character on stream.
Yeah, it's for part of that immersion.
Some people, and here's the
escaping
thing,
reality, I would say.
Depending on the VTuber, they can take it more or less serious. A lot of people just use it as like a general like background lore for the character, but in their day-to-day streams, it's not really something that is, actively explored. And other people really, go into whatever they have designed for their character. Again, some people like to play the character, some people just like it as a visual element. It just completely depends on the individual person.
So if I'm a viewer, how can I tell? As in, there's no way to tell if it's just a character being played, or if it's just the visual element?
You can tell it's a character being played.
Very, very quickly.
How?
If you ask about them, they will respond with their lore. Oh yes, I'm stuck in a facility. Here. Right. Just to, hide who they are as a person to sort of separate the actual person and the avatar.
Okay.
Just to help some people with immersion. Because as I say, it's one of those escape reality things, why anime got so popular. And now it's just live streaming. Now you can communicate with the pretty anime character. And they can decline you in real time.
If anything, it's perfect because you're actually using the face cam for something that's interesting, which is a huge fault of face cams when they got popular because most people are just
had them on and just
staring off into the middle distance. Yeah, you're not doing anything with it. Yeah, so if anything, it solves that rather well because you've got something interesting to look at.
Nice features with jiggle physics and...
Bevan is on the quote-unquote cultured side of the debate. He just likes to look at anime titties.
There is only the cultured side of the debate. Don't say there's another side. There is.
There is another side, yes.
That's right, the thighs, of course. I didn't get that far down yet.
Most of them. Do you follow any male VTubers?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Actually, that's a very good question. So, does it strongly favour the female VTubers?
It does, however.
No, okay. Here's the thing. You would think that, but some of the male branches of the big corporate VTuber lineups have gone fucking insanely popular.
So, what do they have as their like models?
Essentially, well, the
man with big muscles.
Good,
oh, really?
Not necessarily. Just sometimes it's also pretty anime boy, and sometimes it's more muscular. It depends. What the female VTubers get in the horny men market, the male VTubers get in the horny female market, and apparently that was a fucking untapped market. Holy shit! Damn.
Oh, hey, be right back. I'm getting a model with big muscles.
So in your opinion, I'm just fascinated by this because I know nothing about this. So would you say that the VTuber market is starting to sort of bias towards like a sexual angle in the sense that in order to compete, you've got to have like the sex appeal with your model, if in males included, not just females, males included.
It
not
is it
mandatory?
So some people go for, again, you have to differentiate between the big corporate VTubers and independent VTubers, because you've got big companies like Hololive and Niji Sanji, which are actual corporate entities. They hold auditions. You can sign up for them, and you can become one of their corporate VTubers, basically.
Yeah.
And then
you're not meant to be sexual, but they are.
Hololive, not as much. Niji Sanji, horny as fuck. But as an independent, you are independent, right? You just get all the shit yourself. You get your model yourself. You do all of that. And then you can do whatever you want. And there are people that are really fucking wholesome and really, like, completely family friendly, like Girl DM, who is really like a great streamer. Like, actually family friendly streams. She won't curse on stream. And then you've got people which are fucking degenerate.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All the time, also on stream. So you've got basically the same variety.
They have a not safe for work version of their 2D model.
At the end of the day, you do it however you want. And I love the fact that your chat has been occasionally now the entire time filled with people posting their emotes from their favorite VTubers in chat. 10 out of 10. I see Girl DM. I see the Loot Orca. Yes, very nice. There's Wishy.
Any Vividly Vivi?
Love Puppets is there as well. Look at that. Look at your chat one more. Cool. You can see that your community is very much involved in this.
Very cultured.
You horny bastards.